The August 2024 boxing match between Andy Ruiz Jr. and Jarrell Miller resulted in a majority draw, a decision that sparked considerable debate among fans and analysts. Here's a breakdown of the fight and the key factors in the analysis. Fight dynamics and key moments. Contrasting styles. The fight was a clash of styles. Ruiz, known for his fast hands and counter-punching ability, was up against Miller, a relentless pressure fighter with a high punch output. Early rounds. The bout started with a high pace. Ruiz showed his trademark hand speed in the first couple of rounds, landing quick combinations. However, Miller's continuous forward movement and activity began to take over. He consistently targeted Ruiz's body, putting on pressure. Ruiz's hand injury. A significant turning point in the fight was a hand injury sustained by Ruiz, which he later revealed in the fifth round. This visibly affected his performance, as he became hesitant to throw punches and his output dropped considerably. Miller's dominance and fatigue. Miller took control of the middle rounds, outlanding Ruiz by a significant margin. He was the more active fighter, constantly walking Ruiz down and looking to land heavy shots. However, as the fight progressed, the sheer size and output of both men led to visible fatigue. The action slowed down dramatically in the second half of the fight, with both fighters loading up on single, heavy punches rather than combinations. The final scorecards. The judges' scorecards were the source of much controversy. Two judges scored it a draw at 114 to 114, while a third had Miller winning 116 to 112. The majority of observers, including commentators and fans, believed that Miller had done enough to secure the victory, citing his higher punch volume and relentless pressure throughout the bout. Analysis of the result and fighter performances. The case for Miller. Jarrell Miller appeared to be the clear winner to many. He was the aggressor, throwing and landing more punches, 183 to Ruiz's 113, and keeping Ruiz on the back foot. His consistent pressure seemed to dictate the tempo of the fight, and he didn't appear to be as affected by Ruiz's power as Ruiz was by his. The case for Ruiz and the draw. While Ruiz's performance was disappointing to many, the hand injury is a major consideration. It hampered his ability to throw his fastest and most dangerous combinations. He relied on single counters and trying to survive Miller's onslaught. The two judges who scored it a draw likely gave him credit for landing the cleaner, more powerful shots in the early rounds and perhaps seeing his hand as a significant mitigating factor in his output. Career implications. The fight was crucial for both men, who were looking to get back into the heavyweight title picture after recent setbacks. For Ruiz, who was coming off a long layoff and a split decision win over an aged Luis Ortiz, the performance raised questions about his conditioning and his desire to compete at the highest level. For Miller, a win would have been a significant step forward after his first professional loss to Daniel Dubois. The draw leaves both fighters in a state of limbo, with their futures in the division uncertain. In conclusion, the Andy Ruiz Jr. vs. Jarrell Miller fight was a contentious affair that highlighted the challenges facing both heavyweights. While Miller was widely seen as the more dominant fighter, the official result of a majority draw leaves the rivalry unresolved and both fighters with more questions than answers about their careers.